Alright everyone, I am back now of course, and it's time for Vermont Issues, episode 141. The Senate GOP is trying to rush through the Trump tax plan. By the way, I support them on this. All this talk of, ooh, you'll end up paying more if you're in the middle class. No, I'm looking at I'll probably pay a few $1,000s a year less. I feel pretty good about that. That's good. That's not a bad thing. Obama-era taxes are my problem. It's going to lower the... I would be in a bracket that would make me pay, I think, 5% more based on my income under the Obama-era taxes than I would be paying now. Plus, the deduction rises. What the fuck do I have to lose? Thousands of dollars. It's great. They're trying to rush it through, but it looks like they might not get it in time. They need a continuing resolution for the budget, otherwise there'll be a government shutdown. Oh no, that's scary. You know, we had a government shutdown before, and the only scary part about it was the fact that the government believes that if it allows you to actually use the dog park, you know, because it happens to be government property, somehow that's a big problem. They can't keep the monument open. It's a fucking piece of rock. It requires literally one person to staff. But instead, because they don't have the dozen people walking around monitoring everything, or the cameras have to be shut off, or whatever, people can't use it, so they get sort of screwed. And it was an attempt to scare people. That's what it was during the Obama-era government shutdown. Obama wanted to scare people and say, your life will change drastically if the government isn't fully funded. Pay up, peasants. I hope Trump's smart enough to say, fuck them. If the government shuts down, let it stay shut down. We'll save money. We'll do something else with that money. Because it's obvious they're not essential government workers. Well, then why the hell are we paying them in the first place? Tear up their pensions too. Get rid of these bureaus altogether. We could save hundreds of billions a year by doing that. I'm not just talking about, IRS or NSA or, whatever, the Park Service. The Park Service does a better job than most of them. We're the worthless Department of Education that shouldn't even exist. The environmentalists and their bureaus and fucking all these other groups. Now, the military too, all their no-bid contracts. Realize how much money we would save if we got rid of those. You know, you're looking at when they were talking about the mother of all bomb there. They're like, oh, it costs, so-and-so amount to deploy one of these. And it's like, it's a minuscule amount. Meanwhile, we're shelling out, it's only $5 million per missile for this new class of missile when it's being made by some contractor. Because it's a no-bid contract. The government just throws people's money at shit like that. Why don't we start the government shutdown early and stop paying Congress so they'll do their fucking job? The Congress should not be paid unless they're doing their job. There should be a constitutional amendment that takes their money first. Put it into a collective pot to pay those few essential workers so that the park and monument can stay open, basically. So that the rudiments of those jobs that aren't quite listed as essential, but they kind of are for something to have a skeleton crew and be open, so that those people can continue to be on the job. Then let the government shut down fucking permanently. And it won't really be shut down. It's still there, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the government still exists. Just because it shuts down, it doesn't actually mean we go back to real capitalism and the government stops fucking around with everything. Just pass Trump's tax plan and Sanders. Sanders is like, no, I'm not voting for the continuing resolution. I have to agree with Bernie Sanders for different reasons. His idea is, well, I don't want the Trump tax plan. It's bad for America, which is totally fucking wrong. Maybe it's bad for you. Maybe it takes away some deduction that he uses to get his extremely low tax rate. I wish I could pay the Bernie Sanders tax rate. My goodness. I'm not going to get to do that, even with my business write-offs. It's going to be higher than the amount Bernie Sanders pays. Be at least as high as like the Biden or Trump level of taxation. Which is dumb. It shouldn't be that way, but, whatever. But yeah, just let it shut down and keep it shut down would be my general advice. That's about all. Peace out.